First up, we have Kisha, Letitia Cunningham, with the power of a mother's love. The stage is yours.
How many of you know that you are love? You are love because God is love and He created us. And then there's the power of a mother's love. And I'm going to tell you the definition of the power of a mother's love. It's powerful.
Want to come in here?
It's unconditional. It's a force that nurtures and protects. It empowers the children in a bond that begins before birth. Characterized by selflessness, sacrifice, and unyielding commitment to her children. That is the definition of a mother's love. But let me take you on a journey, because that's a definition, that's a book. We live outside of books. And so my personal journey as the power of a mother's love is one much deeper than a definition. See, they don't tell you that when the only thing that you have to give is love, because it doesn't come with the book. I was a mom at 14. It doesn't come with the book. But I knew at that moment the only thing that I had to give my baby was love. So it began, as the definition says, before birth. I began to change the things that I wanted to do. I began to change the way that I sleep, the way that I eat. All of these changes because I knew that I had somebody else inside of me. So those are the things that the book or the definition doesn't give us. These are the journeys that we go through on our own just because we are love. And on this journey, I began to find out the things that the power of a mother's love can do, because the community will tell the children that they are one thing, going on from grade school. So at the beginning, we have this baby in us, and we change the way we eat. Some of us might drink. We change that. We stop drinking. We stop smoking. We stop cursing. We stop doing everything that they said is bad, because it's the power of a mother's love. Okay? We nurture that baby. That baby is born. That baby feels our heartbeat from inside. That's the first connection that it feels, a mother's love. That baby comes home, and 9 times out of 10, the doctors say, don't sleep with your baby. We know that baby is right here by us. If it whimpers, we know what that whimper is. If it cries, we know what that cry is. If it yells, we know what that yell is. We know if it's wet, we know if it's hungry, we know if it's just upset, want to be rocked or cradled. We know, because it's the power of a mother's love. This is what we pour into these children before they even go off to school. And then one day, not the baby, because the baby is ready. We have to be bold, we have to be strong, and we have to be prepared to send our children off with strangers that we don't know. But they're ready because the power of a mother's love. They have no clue that something can happen to them. They have no clue that there is a possibility of danger on this side, because the power of a mother's love have ensured them and given them everything that they need to go out into the world and be a success at 4 years old. That's the power of a mother's love. They make it through this grade school. They start growing. And we live in black and brown communities, and society starts to tell them that you're supposed to be a gang member. You'll never make it. You have ADHD, sit down, be quiet. And they come home where they embrace the power of a mother's love. We teach them again, you are not who society says you are. You are not a gang member. You are not stupid. You are not slow. You are not retarded. And ADHD doesn't stop you or hinder you because of the power of a mother's love. You can do all that you set out to do. So they start going on in life. And then they get older and they have peers. And they might succumb to the peer pressures, because a lot of times kids will give you what you ask for, no matter what they have at home. The power of mother's love is still there, but at the same time, I'm in this world, and I have to give them what they ask for. So being a mom, I started out at 14. By the time I was 30, I had 5 children, 4 boys and 1 girl. They played football, they played rugby, they ran track, they played basketball, they were decorators. All of these things they were at home. in the comfort of their safe zone. And I poured into them, and I nurtured them. So when they went out to high school, when they went on these journeys and on these shows and all these experiments in life that they had to do, they were there. But at one point, they decided to give in. All 5 of them, not 1, not 2, but 5 gang member children with 1 single mother working 2 jobs. But I still had to pour love because I am love. If I'm not nothing else, I know that I'm love. Nothing else, I know that I can give them love. So it was times when we struggled, and it was times where we had hard time, but they knew that mom loved them. I was the #1 cheerleader on the football field, at the rap concert, wherever it was, I was there because they needed to know that mom is going to support me no matter what. I didn't judge. I didn't criticize. Not that I agreed with what they did, but I loved them through what they did. That was my job. So, according to statistics, a study by the University of Pittsburgh shows that children who receive consistent affection from a mother are more likely to exhibit high levels of social confidence and self-esteem. Now, though who they were and are, they're very confident, they're leaders, they're powerful, and nobody can take that from them. Why? Because they know who they are and whose they are. God created them. He allowed me to be a tool to encourage them to be the best that they can be in this life that they live. Okay? That's all I am. I was blessed to have a front row seat and watch them become who they are supposed to be. Now I have a son who is an ex-felon, who is a manager of a store, has his own store. And when he became a manager, what did he do? Reach back and give his brother. Supposed to do it. That brother is a football coach of his 6-year-old son's football team. One son passed away, one son is in prison, and a daughter who's disabled. But all of these things I tell you because throughout life and no matter what, the power of their mother's love have encouraged them to know that they can be successful members of society, of what society tells us we should be. When my daughter's having a hard time in the morning, I'm her cheerleader, I'm her coach, I'm her massager, I'm her therapist, I'm her end-all be-all. I am her full-time caregiver. And when she had doubt that she wouldn't make it anymore, that she couldn't take it anymore, I was the one. My faith turned into her faith, and it pushes her through to get up and go to the gym the next day. And it pushes her through to say, and it pushes her through to say, today, I'm going to give it one more chance. Because that is the power of a mother's love. Another statistic, a report from the American Psychological Association indicates that maternal warmth and affection significantly reduces the risk of anxiety and depression in children. When I tell you, when you are a mom of 5 rambunctious children, 4 boys and a girl, and it happens that my girl is gay, so she didn't have no easy road, okay? It was times when she came home and she cried where they didn't want her to go in the girls' bathroom. They didn't want her in the girls' locker room playing gym. But the power of a mother's love will also fight. Because I'm at the school, I'm at the mall, I'm at wherever told her she couldn't be because she don't look like a girl. You're going to treat her as who she is because she's a girl, she's my girl. And the power of a mother's love will show up and fight. Okay? We're going to fight for our babies no matter what. Wrong, right, or indifferent. I'll chastise you at home. But right here, right now, you're going to treat her, him, them as an equal. Gang member, gay, whatever. You're going to treat them as an equal. So in conclusion, what I want y'all to know, no matter what we do with our children, no matter the heartache they're giving us in that moment, we love them unconditionally, without doubt, no matter what. So they can know that even though I'm disciplining you, the main thing is I love you.
I think give this to somebody else.